Okay, he's doing my speed run. We ran into a fellow speedrunner. Okay, people that don't take the center, I mean, our next couple moves are most likely going to be moves in the center. No surprise. Let's go for the space gaining move, d5. Wants to go bishop h3. Reasonable. I don't think I'm gonna really play to stop that, but rather I think we just want to go f4. So I'm gonna go for, I think I'm gonna go for a typical King's Indian plan of knight here. Okay, he's not doing anything remotely like stopping me from playing f4, so we're gonna do it. I don't understand this knight, which is basically trapped there. I don't understand losing a center pawn, but I'm not even sure that's necessarily the best move. A lot of tempting options here. Takes everything here. You know, the bishop comes to c5. It's still going to be very good for me, but I could pretend to understand that has some compensation there, you know? I could see it. I could see it. So I think I'm thinking a little bit more like f5. I am on the f5 train here. With some big pawns to follow. This knight, I think I'm going to take to the f2 square. I'm going to play probably g4 if he does h4. And I wanted to lend some support to that guy. This move, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to tolerate. I think we're going to have to take that. But it's also okay. Gives us a great square here. And remember, I'm ready to give this bishop for either of these knights. So, for example, something like this. I am ready to do that. There's actually maybe a b5 move coming. Tricky. You might have to think tactically here and play knight d5. Rook c1. Okay, he took, which I think is slightly unfortunate for him. Our queen can be recaptured by our knight, so I think this just hurts. This hurts him. Knight f6, knight takes, and then if knight here, we have bishop b6. I think I like that. No bishop takes either. What was the point of this? Do you mean for him or me? For me, I hope the point was clear. I won material. That was the point. Let's continue to improve our pieces. If I can ever trade for that knight, boom, I will. This knight is gonna slide in. I would normally put it on d5 here. I mean, it's a great move, but knight c6 wins the bishop, so. Hard to resist. If knight c7, I mean, king moves. My pawn would still be hanging at the end. king e7 after knight c7. I didn't really see anything. Didn't see why that should be so special. So in this case, I'm probably going to play h4, rook d1, and then, you know, bring the knight out. And if I play h4 and rook d1, I know that this king is going to be completely boxed in. And I only have to think about the king moving in like that small area, so. You know what, guys? It was the move h4. If I'd played rook c1, knight b7, I think he was ready to fight. But h4, that was the clincher. That was the move that really made it apparent that he was lost here. Without h4, it's still a fight. Anyone's game. Maybe not. Looks like it'll take a couple more for 2150. All right, b6. We want our bishop g2, so knight d4. Ain't that the weirdest thing? What does he really gain from this? I mean, I guess he trades a bunch of pieces. It's an option to go here, but let's just say you don't want to allow that. So you play e3. Now g6. Is he going to do it again on this side? He's non-stop. Okay. Gotta take some space in the center. Well, I've got a very nice center here. Bishop g5 and e5 is tempting, but of course after I do this, we'll see h6 from him. e5 right now probably forces the knight to go there, which is not a good square. I think we should play it. It's hard to say no. Let's go queen here. I'm trying to play f4, bishop e3. d5, but is d5 so good? I'm not sure that it is. Taking this way looks crazy. Taking this way, I still have an idea to go like that. Plus, to me, that knight is so bad. It's a really poorly placed piece. Attack that. Knight b5 coming. Yeah, I mean, this has to be good. Has to be good. I'll support the knight here. F5, not F6, so F5, which means he's not even threatening to take on E5. He's not even threatening to take. Hey, what's up, gang? Welcome. Chess TV viewers, chess.com viewers, all in one spot. How you guys doing? Wait a minute, what was the result? We were watching when Fabi uncorked bishop a2, queen g8. Did he end up winning that game? blunder to draw. Ugh. That sucks. You never like to hear that. And what was it, like a 7.5 hour game? I thought the game started at 8 a.m. Eastern. I'm also in a 7.5 hour game with this guy. A long grind here. Thanks for the raid, chess.com. Hey, Aquila. We're doing a speed run here. Exclamation mark speed run. We'll give you a brief rundown. It's very simple. I'm just using same openings. Using the move c4 with white and the move e6 with black. So I'm getting a lot of French defense games, as you can imagine. I'm getting a lot of English games, as you can imagine. As soon as you play c4, it's the English. But the nice thing about a speed run is that you kind of see the opening develop and the game develop. You see a lot of responses against the opening. I think it's pretty nice. Helps you learn. Okay, so we're gonna take this. Gonna play knight d6, and he's gonna play rook e7. And funny thing about this position is my opponent cannot move. So I'm thinking he literally can't move. Completely stuck. So all I have to do is wait for him to have to move one of these pieces, and he's gonna lose. So I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. That's all I need to do. He's completely stuck. We get to have one of the most glorious tasks in chess. Doing absolutely nothing and winning. Very rarely can you do absolutely nothing and be completely winning. And in fact, if you do something, you might not be winning. You have to do nothing, specifically nothing. And then you're definitely winning. It's a privilege. It is a privilege. Let's not let him escape, right? Let's not allow that counterplay. Not happening. Not on my watch. I think if we really wanted to make a point, we could play rook c7. We'll go a5. Rook c7. The reason I included a5 was so that now my king definitely has a way into the position, like a guaranteed breakthrough. I think we can make it even easier and just take this. Just bring our king over. I've gotten rid of all my pieces. I'm gonna use this as a distraction. I'm gonna collect. Everything's blocked, right? I'm gonna go after this pawn. Not bad. Put him into the corner. He knew I was capable of very mean things with 2 pawns that still haven't promoted. King Flez. Alright, let's do it, King Flez. Squatch DMI, thanks for the 14 months again. So yeah, c4 first move. He's gone e6. So I'm assuming he's trying to play that. We're ready to take. If he doesn't do it quickly, I'm going to do d4. Yeah, now it's time for d4, and he might not ever get to play d5 nicely unless he does it right now. Right now. I like the position. I like the way it looks. Also, hello to Chess TV. God bless Chess TV. Lukey, thanks for the 18 months. Johnny Banana Time, what a username. I like it. Johnny Banana Time. Welcome, Johnny, with a brand new sub. I think he wants me to take, so I'm not that interested in it. He wants me to do it. But I'm liking bishop here, maybe. Bishop e3 could be good. I want to put my bishop here, but my knight's attacked right now. So what happens on this? Knight here, knight takes. I feel like bishop here is okay. Bishop here, knight a4 should always work. Very far ahead in development, right? This is the one thing about these English setups, is I get a bishop here very quickly before he can tie that bishop down to the pawn, difficult to defend, especially if I get d4 in the center, just opens up things very nicely. So if we're ever able to have this bishop just looking at the whole chessboard, we're very happy. Well, queen b4. I'm thinking rook here. Keep that protected. Ooh, something about that move feels wrong. So let's see if we can find a win here. The first thing I'm looking at, because it's forcing, is knight takes. And then, can I distract the queen from that bishop? Because the one thing I like is that in that situation, if I play a3, if he goes queen a5, I have b4. If he goes queen b6, I have knight a4. So a3 starts the distraction of the queen. Queen takes, rook here, queen back, and the queen will always seemingly be able to take this knight. So that doesn't quite work, but I'm not done. Knight c2 is another way of hitting the queen. Right? Same idea. Very similar idea. Knight here. It does hang my knight though. So I'm looking at a3, I'm looking at knight c2. I'm trying to combine everything into one big tactic. I'm not sure I can do it just yet. Knight c2 is just a good move. We trade pieces, and it's very favorable for me, but I'm not seeing a way to completely crush and win on the spot. Yeah, not seeing it. Not seeing it. So let's just stick with something we know is good, which is, hey, getting that bishop in exchange for that knight. I think the queen was very close to potentially being trapped there. Interesting. For some reason, I didn't consider that. Huh. I mean, it's not like a bad position for me, but I didn't consider it. I was only looking at all the fun stuff. Well, for me. Fun stuff for me. Queen takes. I think it's a queen d2 position. Bring this over. Yeah, that was nice. Queen a5. Nice little oversight. Queen a5 again. The rook here. Defend the queen. I'm thinking that makes sense. Bishop's quite strong. b5 is also hanging here. I mean, it is takeable. It is material. I think it's okay because f3 will happen soon. I know it never feels good to give up your bishop there, even if you get a rook, but... We're gonna have a defensive job, boys. Good luck us on this nasty diagonal. Okay, I'm happy to see that move. Where the hell did that come from? I thought he was gonna use the diagonal. I'm like freaking out. But it's actually not that bad at all. Closed it. This move is maybe tricky. I don't know. Certainly looks like it. Okay. Queen here. Something feels good here. Queen here after king g7. That should be like a pretty disturbing pin, honestly. Is that gonna win material? We'll have to play it. We're going all in on the idea. We're going all in on the idea. Sorry, what? That's not your square, that's my square. You could have made at least a fight out of it. A close game. King Flez. GG. All right, Kaverbach. Let's stick with this. D5. can do this. Usually decide to take when I see c5, d5 because I want to play d4 and I want to create an isolated pawn. Is it called Green Chef because it's environmentally friendly? It's called Green Chef because it has healthier options available. You don't have to be vegan or vegetarian in order to sign up. It's not like those are the only meals that offers, but its parent company is HelloFresh, which you may have heard of, and they simply offer more healthy, calorie conscious, green options than HelloFresh. Let's go knight a4. Got some squares here. I'm thinking rook c1 makes sense. Bishop d4. Let's go. I almost even want to go bishop here, but it's not the right move. We'll do this. Bishop here, takes, queen e7. It's a little bit of a fork there. Bishop a6, rook e1. Probably the same thing here. Rook c1. I'm trying to prevent the move c5 from happening. That's what I'm doing. Can I explain bishop e3? Bishop e3 is it's a little bit of a, inconspicuous move. It looks very mysterious, like what's really going on, but hopefully it makes more sense now. I wanted to, after knight takes c6, I wanted to be on these dark squares. So I actually forgot that this move could happen. So definitely don't want to be doing the move I'm about to do. I think actually after bishop g4, I played a little quickly there, but the move I might want to play is f3. f3, e3. Although f3 blocks my bishop, this bishop probably wants to go back to f1 anyway. So I wish I had done that slightly differently. Let's take. And b3, rook c1. Yeah, we want to have, let's go here. We want to have the queens traded. That would be ideal. But probably a little too much to ask for. c5 unfortunately looks like a mistake. Question mark? Thanks very much, Quantity Sufficient. The 1100 bits. Cheers. Hello, Chicken Pants. Kavoth 4, thanks for the Prime for 3 months as well. My opponent played a really good game and caught me unawares with bishop b4, but unfortunately c5 looks like a full pawn blunder. So we should be doing well again. Queen d2 if we're permitted. That looks like a good move though. I'm gonna go queen b2. My knight's defending my rook. Queen is defending the pawn now. So bishop here, which has the idea to win the knight. I think we'll go rook d1. Also possibly go b4, but rook d1 feels good. So this move, I mean, f3, guys, feel like I'm gonna need an answer as to why f3 is no good. Why is f3 not good? Believe me, I'm scared of this. Very scared. Right? I'm bothered by that. But king h1. I don't know. This looks like one of those moves that you come to regret. Knight c5. A devilish move. I suppose rook d1. He wants to distract my piece. And b4, knight d3, takes. Takes. There should be some advantage there for me. Not much, but something. But still, it doesn't feel like that's really the thing to do, you know? Is that really it? King f1, probably because this pawn push doesn't, you know, because I can't take it, just doesn't feel right. Check, I guess. I mean, I really want to play rook here, but damned if I do, damned if I don't. Feels like. I mean, knight c5 is a move hits like a truck. As for this move, I'm not sure yet. It's weird to have 4 pawns over here on the king side, isn't it? Looks so strange. Look at this pawn mass. I don't even think I've seen this before. I'll start with the knight, actually. Yeah, okay, so he's not gonna play d5. I thought he was. When I see stuff like this, my first thought is, okay, I'm just not gonna castle, right? I haven't castled yet. Usually bishop to g5 makes a lot of sense when people play this, because now it's like I can just stay on this square forever, right? Yeah, I think I have a big head start on some normal plans. Let's take that. Whoa. e5. Trying to pry that open if I can. Thinking of knight h4, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get into that f5 square for free. It's not going to be that easy, right? Can't be that easy. I'll still play it, but not thinking that we're just going to sink in there. It's got a few moves that all lend the bishop to that square. That's actually the one that made the most sense to me. The one that he chose. Trying to take on c6. His moves make a lot of sense. We're gonna have to retreat our knight from h4 because obviously this move is going to happen. b6 I don't think is terribly impressive at all. Thinking of a few moves like rook b7 and knight b5. We'll see if anything comes of them. Castles. Jeez. If rook here, queen back, and my rook is actually pinned to my own queen. Trying to wrestle with the idea that that's actually good. Because I think we can castle afterwards. Bishop d8, bishop b6. It's like, ugh. Does that work? We got a castle first. A rook will make it to b8. We're not stoked about that, but such is life. It's got a fianchetto knight. How many times do you see that? How many times do you see that? f5. I wonder, what is the plan here? Trading pieces is always possible, but it doesn't really yield anything specific. Go e3. structurally, we're maybe a little bit better. I mean, just optically, but I wouldn't say it's so clear-cut. I'll play this one. 92 looks like a good move to play next. Get out of this pin. For the moment, c5, I have knight d5, so I guess I'm not overly concerned, but my bishop's not great. That piece could be improved. Certainly could. Actually, I was thinking maybe knight takes, but pawn takes appears to help the structure the most. Let's retreat. I mean, he's done a good job with that fianchetto knight, I gotta say. Color me impressed. Color me impressed. 92. He has some pawn weaknesses that I can attack here. Okay, let's see if we can get that knight to move. We can't. So here. Let's go here. Knight f4 is a good looking knight move. Very good looking. Queen b5, bishop to f1. Also, this pawn, I just realized, is going to be hanging there. I think I'll put my bishop here. He might play bishop c7. I think we just have to be okay with that. Bishop here. And I gotta reroute some pieces. It's a bad time to do that one. I think knight b3 was the move we wanted. Yeah, we're gonna face the move a5, which is quite unpleasant and unnecessary in our position. But it was pinned to our knight, which got placed there lackadaisically. Knight b3, knight a5. I mean, we have a very nice position, but we fell for tic-tac. Using the pin there on the b file. Not much we can do. But now we're trying to hunt this pawn, I think, a little bit. Trying to get a hold of that damn thing. Doesn't have that square. So I think we'll take the pawn. Small victories, small victories. Oh, wow. Missed that one. That's annoying. That is very annoying. We're gonna have to create counterplay. It's the only try. I'm taking pawns too. I'm taking pawns too, buddy. Put our knight on e3. I'm taking pawns too, buddy. Oh, we flagged him. What the hell? Wasn't even looking. What the hell? Defended by the knight. Oh, I think you guys are right. Well, then why did he play it? You guys are on a different level. You guys are spectators to the game. Spectators have it easy. You're not calculating what the rest of us champions in the arena are calculating. Me and Andang GJ21, we knew what we were talking about. We knew bishop e1 was a move, and we knew that it couldn't be taken. Me and Andang, we're on a different level than you guys, all right? You guys are just in the peanut gallery. Okay, me and Andang here, we know what's going on. We know bishop e1 was a good move. We know it couldn't be taken. We have an understanding, a NAFTA agreement. You know, and we get along, you know? We're better for it. 2182 here. Let's keep pushing. We're at the point where we're not seeing free pieces. We're at the point where we're not seeing free pieces, so we're very vulnerable here. But it means, let's play knight f3. It means we're more frisky. Going for d4. And we've actually seen this line before at this point, guys. Like h3. Bishop a3. Try to gain some time. It goes queen e7. So I guess we have to play knight d5. It seems requisite. Bishop is gonna find a way back though, so I feel like he's done decently. Rook c1. Wow, he goes f6. Guys, that can't be allowed. That can't be permitted. No. No way. Knight h4 is like screaming to be played. Screaming to be played. Knight g6 is an obvious threat. I'm not disguising it very much. Now I think d6. It's not really a winning move, but bishop d5 does make itself known in the current position. Takes, bishop here. I'm trying to get some tactic to work here. Is there anything? Takes, bishop a3 doesn't do much. Huh. I think we're supposed to just play it slowly. Like take and almost queen c2 or something. But it feels like there's more. It feels like there's something. I don't really want to... I'd love to win his light squared bishop. That's the dream. That's the dream. But I'm not sure I'm able to do it. yeah, I don't have anything too brilliant here. Rook takes c6 seems cool. Seems cool, but is it cool? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the one. But to me, after bishop takes c6, bishop h3, it's like, I don't know if what I'm doing is that impressive. Still, I don't like that move. I'm just trying to play rook there. Yeah, I don't see that much to be scared of here for him. Let's most likely take. This one is tempting as well. Play knight f5 with some serious threats. I like knight f5 there. Take, no? I see two threats. I know they can't both be stopped. Queen d7, in fact, loses. So queen f8 has to happen, but then bishop a3. Very unpleasant, right? How do you defend that square? There's only two queen moves. Only two. There's not even a check to try. And bishop a3 will ask the queen to leave that square. Now the only square is that. But I got knight h6. This manifested itself out of nowhere. All of a sudden, bishop a3, I'm not sure he has an answer. He's got to try h5 here, I think. But h5 doesn't help much because of queen g6. So strangely enough, in that position, all because of the light square weaknesses around the king, I think that's it. h5 is a good move to try, but still doesn't work. g5 would have been his only move on the previous turn. Now that his queen's attacked, he doesn't have any g5s. Good move. Good try. Knight h6 should seal the deal. There's truly nothing to do there. In this position, knight f5, he had to play g5, king run, like defending the mate just immediately loses, sadly. Just works out that way. Takes and queen c2 is the best move in this position. Good to know, good to know. All right, we're gonna go for another one. Hey, we're getting the white pieces non-stop. I like this. English, we got our fianchetto, castle, and we're gonna play d4. So it's like totally symmetrical, but d4, he's not able to play d5, and that means that although it's symmetrical, because we get that central break, we're just gonna be one step ahead of him, so he's not able to match us now. No copycat. And I know it looks scary to have our queen where the knight, you know, can move away anywhere, create a discovered attack, but look at the squares the knight has available. They're not very intriguing, are they? Okay, that's quite a bad move. Question is, do we go here and put a knight on d6, or do we go here and put a knight on d5? I think we can just clamp the d6 square, so I'm choosing this one. You don't want to play moves like e5. It looks tempting because, oh, I might take and you take. That's great, but I'm not going to take. I don't have to. Instead, you've just blocked your bishop, really weakened your d-pawn, your d6 square, your d5 square, irreparably as well. Knight e8, okay. Well, I mean, obviously our position is good. We got him playing moves like knight e8. It's a good thing for us. I'm thinking b3, perhaps? b3, we got bishop a3 coming. a6, we'll go knight there. We don't want to do anything crazy just yet. Nice one, caught this. Good spot. e4 doesn't do much either. I'm thinking of knight d5. I don't think it's the right move, but it's the tempting one, that's for sure. We'll do this. Queen c7 is okay here. Let's do it. I know he can't take, but I've got knight b6 coming, and it's like, man, I'm all over these pieces here. So queen f8. Knight b6, rook b8, you know, bishop takes, drops the rook already. But this is all from one move, e5. He's still paying the price. Queen e8. So if we move our queen, we're getting into that square no matter what, but we don't really have a place to move the queen. Knight b6 looks like a good place to start. Hitting the rook. Probably gonna do that. Rook here, and if takes, we win the rook, but we lose that. We deserve so much better out of this position. That's not good enough. I need to be, like, crushing this position. Oh, wow. Bishop f6. All right, I'll fall for it. I will fall for it. I'm falling for the win a rook and bishop trap. I fell right into it. He got me. This is like adult film level acting. Oh, I guess I shouldn't step here. It's like, I guess I shouldn't take the rook. Oh, golly gee, I shouldn't grab your bishop, should I? Hope you don't mind.